Hello, guys. This is the Ranger Gamer '06. How's everyone doing today? And I just got back from watching the movie The Matrix Resurrection. But before I begin to tell you my thoughts on the movie, subscribe to my channel if you are new. Hit that like button, give it a thumbs up, and be sure to follow me on Twitter. Alright, guys. So I have mixed feelings about this movie. I like it, but then there are some things I didn't like about. The pros, I love the story. The story's good. What it's about is this movie, like in real time, takes place 60 years later. 60 years later, and this takes place after Revolutions. The third movie in the trilogy, way back in the early 2000s. Uh, according to Neo, is back, which I will get to that in a few minutes. Uh, he's back, and he's now a video game developer, which which split between like dream and reality, you know. And then there's a group of rebels. Uh, this part gets a little weird for me. The rebels, they got a programmed version of Morpheus, uh, which they free Neo from this altered version of the Matrix, uh, and to find this new enemy to basically they're trying to free Trinity. Now I know this is all confusing because if you watch the first three, you're like, wait a minute, how are they, alive and all that. So, but yeah, that's the gist of it. It takes place 60 years later. You got Neo back, Trinity. She's still in one of those pods. From what I've gathered, uh, can't remember Neil Patrick Harris. You guys see him in the trailer. He's just, he's Thomas Anderson's like therapist. Uh, and now this video will contain some spoilers, so be aware of that. So it turns out Patrick Neil Harris, whatever, turned out that he's the analyst, and he's like I'm still trying to wrap my head around this movie. Like I said, I just got back from the movies, and basically, he's the one that reconstructed Neo and Trinity. That's why they came back, because of their abilities, their power, and whatnot. And but kind of go back to where Anderson, the program, his boss is named Smith. Yes, it's actually H.S. Smith. Uh, Another weird thing, like why can't they use the actual actors, Hugo Weaving and Lawrence Fishburne? That would have made the movie a lot better. That's my complaint about this movie. It's like, why couldn't they bring them back? If you bring the characters back, bring back the actual actors. Um, but anyway, so his therapist, which is the analyst, has been getting blue pills. If y'all watch the first movie, the blue pill makes you just move on, forget about everything. The red pill lets you know, hey, you're part of this big program called the Matrix. It shows you the truth. So, and that's why for a long time, Neo doesn't have any recollected. The game he builds is based on his faint memories from the first three films. So yeah, um, again, great story. A lot of people complain about Niobe. Niobe is back. She was in Reloaded and Revolutions, played by Jada Pinkett Smith. I thought she looked good. A lot of people complain because of her makeup, because she's playing as a 60-year-old version of her character. So, I didn't have a problem with it, me personally. My complaint, like I said, uh, they should have Hugo Weaving as Agent Smith, Lawrence Fishburne as Morpheus, and the bullet time was okay. I don't know what it was. It's just for me, it wasn't good as the bullet time in the first 3 films, you know. So yeah, it's weird. I don't know. They could have done a better job with bullet time. Uh, there's one joke uh, that I thought was kind of funny. It was kind of toward the end. So there are these people. They're called like the swarm. Uh, I don't want to call them zombies. They're not really zombies, but they just well, they swarm at you. They're like I don't know. I guess they work for the analyst. Again, I'm still rubbing my head around this plot. Because Matrix is one of those movies I gotta watch it more than once to really get it. But uh, so yes, Neo finally breaks Trinity near the end of the movie. Now this is where the spoiler comes in. Because see the thing is, she's an ordinary person named Tiffany. She got kids and a husband, and she gives in. But then the very last minute, she's like, "I hate that name. My name is Trinity," and she's back. She's got her kung fu ability back. It was so cool. Uh, so they're back, and the end of the movie, they're being chased. Her and Neo, but unless I'm missing something, at the end of the movie, they both jump off the building, and we all expect Neo to fly because that's what he does. But it turns out Trinity has the ability. Now, again, unless I missed something, I don't know why she's able to fly. Maybe Neo transfer his ability to her. But the very end, like right before the credits, they both fly. So I guess she's the one as well. I don't know. Uh, there's already rumors that they're making a sequel, so I'm going to assume this will be a beginning of a new trilogy. I'm up for it. Hopefully, if they do make a sequel, maybe they will explain a little bit more what's going on. So yeah, I read what they explained that part. I kind of go over the cast. Keanu Reeves, of course, Neo. Carrie Ann Moss as Tiffany. Yahya Abdul Mateen II as Morpheus. Jessica Henwick as Bugs. Very interesting character, Bugs. I wish they fleshed out her character more. I feel like we didn't really get attached to her, but she did a really good job in this movie. Jonathan Groff as Smith. Uh, you got Neil Patrick Harris as the analyst. He's a career of this new Matrix. Um, then you got Priyanka Chopper Jones as Sati. That reminds me of Sati was a little girl in the Matrix Revolution. If you guys remember when Neo was trapped in that subway station, she's full grown in this movie. Now it's not the same actress, I think it's someone else. But that was cool. I'm glad they brought her back. Of course, Jada Smith as Naomi, Toby as Sequoia, Max as Shepard. You got Brian J. Smith as Bird. All these new characters. Not really familiar with them, but uh they should have brought more characters like Ghost, because if you guys remember the video game, Enter the Matrix, it was Niobe and Ghost. Why couldn't Ghost be in it? I feel they should have added more familiar character. And the Oracle is not in the movie. Near the Architect, where are those people? Because last we saw them, they were still alive. So, I was very surprised they didn't show the Oracle. Maybe there was a reason for that. I don't know. But it was a good movie. Again, I like the story. It's just some of the characters. I didn't really grow attached to, you know. The bullet time, the slow-mo could have been a little better in my opinion. But yeah, I'm glad this happened, 'cause ever since the third movie ended, I always wonder what happened. I mean, yeah, Neo made peace with the machines, the war ended, everyone's happy, but Neo was dead, Trinity was dead. I didn't like that, but now they're back, so I do appreciate that. So hopefully with the sequel, it will get better. So yeah. But anyway, guys, that is my review. I hope you like it. Rate, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.